Conservative Media Peeps, what's up? It's me, John DeVillo, the four-time national champion. That is Paul Filler, joining by phone now. We're still talking about this whole confrontation between Chisora and David Haye in the Vitali Klitschko and Chisora post-fight press conference. Now, we've talked about different things so far in other videos. If you haven't seen those videos, you can check those out. Now, in this video, I want to ask a simple question because there's a lot of discussion, in my personal opinion, about this now that this whole confrontation went down. Who do you think was worse? Who do you think was worse, okay? Now, was David Haye worse for getting in there and disrupting the Klitschko-Chisora press conference? Was David Haye worse for taking the first punch? Was David Haye worse if he did, in fact, possibly hit Chisora, perhaps, with a bottle, as Chisora, I believe, in my personal opinion, seemed to be claiming? Or was Chisora worse for coming off that press conference podium there? Was Chisora worse for some of the comments that he made after the confrontation? Whose side do you have on this? Who do you think was worse in this whole situation? Paul, what's your take on this? Who do you think was worse in this whole confrontation?
I have to say, CNN viewers, John, in my own personal opinion, watching the footage, knowing a little bit of the background here and what I saw, I have to kind of say that David Haye, I think, was a little bit worse here because it seemed like he might have provoked this thing if he was perhaps holding something in his hand when he struck Dereck Chisora. I'm not sure about that. So I'm going to say I think David Haye is a little bit worse here, even though I know there's a lot of people that maybe think otherwise. I'm seeing that around the internet on different places that, oh, Dereck Chisora this, Dereck Chisora that. Well, you know, I'm not sure. That's just what I feel.
Look, I agree with you, and here's why. First of all, I have to say that we strongly condemn what Dereck Chisora said after that confrontation. We don't agree with it whatsoever. That's wrong. In my personal opinion, it has no place in boxing. I absolutely agree with Vladimir Klitschko on that. No question about it. I think that's wrong, and I hope that the boxing sanctioning bodies, in my personal opinion, do something to sanction Dereck Chisora. Fine. Let's put that on hold, and let's put that to the side for a second. At the same time, David Haye shows up to this press conference. He wasn't fighting. He disrupted that press conference, and he wouldn't be quiet, in my personal opinion. He kept talking and talking and interrupted and doing this and that. And fine, I understand about PR. I understand the business of promotion and all that type of stuff. But at the same time, there's a line on that, and I think David Haye was definitely pushing it, if not perhaps crossing that line in terms of what's sort of seen as maybe acceptable in that, in my personal opinion. In my personal opinion, it looked to me like David Haye threw the first punch. And in my personal opinion, it looked like possibly David Haye may have used a bottle on Dereck Chisora's head, hit him with it, perhaps. Possibly that could have happened, in my personal opinion. Now, if you or I got hit with a bottle, we might say all kinds of certain things in the heat of the moment, dude. If someone throws down on you and possibly hits you with a bottle, you might be a little upset. You might be saying all kinds of stuff. That doesn't excuse what Dereck Chisora says, but I'm just saying within that context, here's the thing. Okay, Dereck Chisora said a bunch of words, this and that, whatever, after he had this confrontation with David Haye. But who actually threw the first punches? Who might have possibly used, in my personal opinion, a bottle on someone? So, you know, if you look at what actually happened, okay, and you square that up right there, and you might say, well, John, he actually said those things after. Oh, that's fine. You can look at this all kinds of different ways. I'm saying the way I'm looking at it is, I look at who disrupted the press conference, who started the action, who may have, in my personal opinion, thrown down first, and then who might have perhaps, possibly, in my personal opinion, used a bottle on someone. Okay, that's what I have to say right there. So if you look at all that type of situation, I agree with you, Paul. I think that David Haye is a little bit more in the wrong than Dereck Chisora. I would like to see, in my personal opinion, both of these athletes sanctioned. I don't know what the appropriate sanction is. That's up to someone else to decide. What did you see out there? Who do you think is more wrong in this situation, in your personal opinion? David Haye or Dereck Chisora? You tell us where you're at on it. Give us the comments below. Please subscribe up. I'm John DeVillo, the four-time national champion. That is Paul. We are Conservative Media. Please let us know if you like or dislike this video. Also, you can find us on Facebook. We have a Facebook group. It's pretty big that you're more than welcome to join. You go to Facebook, you type in Conservative Media, you can see our group, and you can join it right there. I'm John DeVillo. You're watching Conservative Media, and we will see you next time.